Real quick video, real overview of the Glock 21. I finally shot it suppressed. Um, there is ammo in the room. I'm not gonna lie, like everybody else be lying in their videos. This is that 100 and something grain police only law enforcement rounds. I don't know why they're not special. Ain't no crazy jagged edges and nothing like that. But anyways, this is the Glock 21. My Glock 21. I got this from the fire store. I think it was a police trade-in. It was a 3 grade, meaning like that's the condition of the gun. Everything was good except for like right here. You can tell, no, right here, the guy was probably right-handed and he was digging in and out of his holster because it's all beat up right there. So I got the tape on it. But other than that, this is what it was. And it was like 380. But I probably should have went with a level 2 probably, so I could actually get it stippled. But anyways, that was the gun. I bought the Wolf. I think this was on sale actually. I bought this Wolf barrel. It was on sale for like maybe 60, 70. They're usually like 100 something. Wolf threaded barrel. This is the adapter for the suppressor from Griffin Armament. I bought this also. This was like 50, 60 bucks as well. That's it. I didn't change the spring. I didn't change anything else. All I changed was the barrel, and voila. That was a little rough. Like, that's hard to do for some reason on this gun. But anyways, just giving my quick experience on shooting the gun suppressed. It was fun as shit. I was surprised. I am liking shooting 45. I was, 9 mils all you need. 45 is weak and slow and fat, and it can't go through a car door. All this other stuff that you've seen in the videos and the tests and the whatnot. But I like shooting this shit. It's fun. I think that it has a purpose. I think 45 is probably a good gun caliber to have for self-defense in the house. Now, most people first 45 is a 1911, which I thought would be mine, but I'm enjoying this. I'm almost to the point where I think I'm gonna go get me the Smith & Wesson 45 from gunmag.com. No, from Grab a Gun, even though I don't like them as a company either because they won't ship anything over 10 rounds. But they have a police used trade-in for $350, and that one I probably will like not Gucci-fy it, but I'll probably get an Apex trigger for that one because it has a curved trigger, the old trigger, so I might get an Apex trigger for that one. I said I was gonna get it from my Smith & Wesson All Metal 2.0, but that trigger's fine. It's spongy as hell, got a big ass take up, but I'm gonna just learn how to shoot the gun with the trigger that it come with. But that gun, I will probably get, I'll deck it out and get some new stuff for it. But again, don't be afraid to buy used guns, man. Don't be afraid to buy police trade-ins. If anything, you gotta clean it up, buy a new barrel, buy a new spring. Like, that's not expensive stuff. You really just want this part anyways, honestly, in the top. Everything else you could buy aftermarket or originally from the Glock store. These feel like they're actually metal. Yeah, these are metal. These aren't even plastic iron sights. But that's just my video. I like shooting it. One thing I will say, when shooting this ammo suppressed, and I'm hoping that it was just because I was shooting suppressed, it felt like big ass sparks and shards were flying back in my face, hitting me on the right side of the cheek. Now, I don't know if that's from shooting it suppressed, because obviously the range ammo didn't do that, but the defense ammo that is, and again, this is law enforcement only ammo, so I don't know if this is worse than regular. But I noticed too, all the law enforcement ammo from this place, they got like a blue coloring on the back of it. I got the same thing on my law enforcement only 9 mil. But this ammo has this weird thing where when you're shooting suppressed, so far, I assume it's from shooting suppressed, there's like, it feels like this is a bunch of jagged edges up here, and the edges are falling back and hitting you in the face. If you don't have glasses on, that could be an issue. If you didn't have, like, if you use it, this is self-defense ammo, so it's like you're not in a range with hearing protection or eyes on when you gotta use this when she hit the fan. So that might be a problem. So I'm gonna test it when I go back this week, or when I come back to work in another week or so. I'm gonna test it and see if it happens without it being suppressed, because that could be wild if this specific ammo does that. But anyways, yeah, it was fun shooting it suppressed. I had hella fun. I had a retard that doesn't know anything about suppressors complaining about the length of the suppressor. Yes, the 45s can are long. Yes, the longer it is, the quieter it is. I could shorten it. I think it is an adapter where you can shorten it. I'm probably, maybe, depends on how the 9mm do. I might play with that, but I really don't want to. I think I want one more can, honestly, or maybe two. I might want a dedicated 22 can, and I'm definitely going to get a dedicated 5.56 can because I have a 30 cal that is, I can put it on a 5.56 or 7.62, but I might get 2 more cans and I'll be done, hopefully. But yeah, cans are fun. I mean, when I went to Texas, I shot the 9mm 19X suppressed, and it was the same thing. I noticed with this too, it's like technically there's no iron height sights you can see on here, but yet I was still a dot between 5 and 7 yards. You're kind of guessing what you're shooting at, but I was still a dot, ironically, without really being able to see where you're shooting at. You just pointing and shooting and kind of guessing. Well, I feel like with the suppressor, the gun stays straight for some reason. Like, it's just weird. Like the gun, it to me is like the suppressor helps at least 5 to 7 yards, whereas like the gun is straight. You're not dipping. You're not having too much muzzle flip. It's just like the gun stays right where it's supposed to be at on your follow-up shots. And I noticed the same exact thing when I was shooting in Texas with the 19X. I don't know what that's about. I thought it would be all over the place, being that you really not seeing exactly where you're shooting without suppressor high sights. What do I want? I wouldn't mind a chassis for this, because that it does look ridiculous with that big ass suppressor. And then when I put the big ass 32 round mag in here, being silly, could I get this milled out and put a optic on it? I don't know. I will get suppressor high sights eventually on here. That's something I would do. Maybe get this stippled, see if they can fix the situation over here. Probably get it stippled out. When I first shot this, it felt like a lot of recoil and over the top, but that went away like after the first mag. Like, you know, honestly, to me, this is the funnest I've ever shot a gun. My 10mm was prior to this, but I had that in one of those chassis, and I was shooting and it was a dot and I was having fun. Then I'm like, yo, shit, this is 10mm, you gotta chill out, this shit costs money. And I stopped. I didn't get carried away. I was about to, but I didn't. With this, I didn't even care. I just kept dumping money. Like, even weird, the self-defense ammo for this gun, like a box of 20, not the law enforcement joints, but there's a box of 20 of the other ones. It's only $12 for 20. So the defense ammo for this is not even expensive. So it's like you could kind of get away with shooting actual defense ammo at the range with this gun a lot more than with 9mm or with 10mm. I'm just saying, like, the company that I found literally is only $12 a box, where everybody else is like $22, almost $30 a box, $22 at the low end, and then you go up from there as far as self-defense ammo goes. So I like the fact that they have affordable defense ammo that you can actually train with, because shooting range ammo and defense ammo are not the same. You do need to practice both. I'm not like one of these gun tubers who get free ammo and all they shoot is defense ammo out their guns. They never shoot FMJ. But yeah, I would say don't be afraid to get police trade-ins. Some people are, I need a new, the gun is already broken in. Again, anything, if you need to change anything out, it's not that much. A barrel, this is 60. Guide rod is like 20, 30 bucks if you get a plastic one, and the metal one is like 80, 90 to 100. If you need that, suppressor height sights or different sights, whereas these come with metal sights. I don't know why that's different than general other Glocks. And it does have the finger grooves. But this is my first Gen 4 gun. Most of my Glocks are Gen 5 or Gen 5 ISK with the 19X. It's kind of a 4/5, but I thought that I wouldn't have liked it either because of the hand grooves, but it doesn't bother me. It feels fine. And actually, ironically, it fits my hand with the grooves. Like, I'm surprised people with smaller hands like the grooves on these guns. That's my video. Maybe a chassis, maybe some special height sights, but I really think this is a good home defense gun. I really think that is the use for 45 ACP. I think it's a good home defense round. I wouldn't probably. I know Dem Cat's been carrying 45 for years. I don't think I would carry this outside. Maybe winter carry, but this is mainly a bedside gun to me now. That's my video. I'm out.